said, "Hello, it's me." A dino missed the Limbo contest in the Cretaceous period, and boy, do they regret it. Ankylosaurus had taken the time to train for this. They all practiced their backwards bending skills in the swamp. It was hard work, but somebody had to do it. Ankylosaurus were not built for bending backwards. Their bodies were long and flat, with little flexibility, but they wanted to win that coconut prize so badly. So they stretched and bent and snapped. Some Ankylosaurus even pulled groin muscles for the first time in their species' history. On the day of the contest, the air buzzed with excitement. Dinosaurs from all over the land had come to watch the Jurassic Park Limbo contest. The crowd roared as the first contestant, a clumsy Acrocanthosaurus, stumbled onto the scene. This dinosaur was known for tripping over its own feet. No one thought he could possibly make it through the Limbo, but everyone was wrong. Somehow, this dino managed to shimmy under the low bar without knocking itself out, much to the crowd's surprise. The next contestant sauntered up to the bar, a smug Giganotosaurus. He had been practicing his limbo walk, and he knew he would win. He took a deep breath, closed his eyes, and began his walk. But halfway through, he stepped on a tree root and tripped. He tumbled head over heels and knocked himself out cold. The other dinosaurs gasped as the giant predator hit the ground. No one expected Giganotosaurus to lose. Everyone assumed his size would carry him through the contest, but clearly they had misjudged his grace, or maybe his brain wasn't fully switched on. Either way, the crowd cheered for the clumsy dino as the medical team rushed to check on the unconscious Giganotosaurus. A sense of foreboding fell over the crowd. If one of the most fearsome predators in the park couldn't handle the Limbo, how could anyone hope to? Next up was Stegosaurus. This herbivore was nervous about trying the Limbo, but it needed to win the coconut prize to impress a Stegosaurus. It was too shy to talk to the love of its life, so it hoped winning the prize would get her attention. Stegosaurus approached the Limbo bar slowly, carefully testing the space between the ground and the branches above. The dinosaur swayed side to side, feeling the weight of the crowd's gaze upon its back plates. Finally, with a deep breath, it began to bend backwards. It moved slowly at first, then faster still. But just as it thought it might make it, its tail hit a tree root and sent it sprawling on the ground. It lay there stunned for a moment before the crowd burst into applause. The Stegosaurus blushed and slowly got to its feet. It bowed to the crowd and lumbered away, dejected but determined to practice more. One dinosaur who didn't need to practice was Dilophosaurus. This dino could bend backwards as far as it wanted to, because it was cheating. No one had noticed yet, but Dilophosaurus had rigged the Limbo bar with a pulley system that lowered the branches whenever it got close to hitting them. It strutted through the course seemingly without a care in the world, as the crowd applauded its apparent flexibility. Little did they know that Dilophosaurus had made the whole thing a lot less challenging. As the contest wore on, more and more dinosaurs tried their luck at the Limbo. Most of them ended up knocking themselves out, but a few managed to shimmy under the branches without a hitch. A graceful Brachiosaurus glided through the course with ease, surprising everyone with its flexibility. A sneaky velociraptor limboed its way through without breaking a sweat, and a tiny Compsognathus made it look easy. But the crowd's favorite had to be the Triceratops. This dino was determined to win that coconut prize. At first, it struggled to bend backwards. Its large frill kept getting in the way, but after several tries, it managed to bend far enough to clear the bar and won the crowd's adoration. Then it was Ankylosaurus's turn again. It had watched the other contestants and learned from their mistakes. It was determined to do better than last time. As it approached the bar, the crowd held its breath. Would Ankylosaurus finally manage to bend backwards, or would it break itself trying? It started slowly, then faster still. The dinosaur's armor creaked as it bent further and further, until finally, triumphantly, it slid under the bar. The crowd erupted in cheers. Ankylosaurus had done it. It took a bow and then hurried off to claim its prize. The other dinosaurs stared after it, dumbfounded. How had Ankylosaurus managed to limbo better than them? It wasn't the strongest or the fastest or the most flexible. It was just plain lucky. Ankylosaurus had reached the coconut only to find Dilophosaurus waiting for it. The two dinosaurs stared at each other for a moment. Then Dilophosaurus grinned and gestured to the prize with its chin. Ankylosaurus understood it had been tricked. Dilophosaurus had cheated and rigged the limbo bar to ensure it would win. Enraged, Ankylosaurus charged, knocking Dilophosaurus off balance. The two grappled on the ground as the crowd watched in amusement. Suddenly, the limb and bar came crashing down on top of them. When the dust settled, the crowd saw that both dinosaurs were knocked out cold. Giganotosaurus, who had regained consciousness, stumbled over to the bar and pushed it up. The other dinosaurs cheered as the bar rose higher and higher. Maybe the mighty Giganotosaurus could limbo after all. With a deep breath, he closed his eyes and began to bend backwards. But he hadn't been paying attention when the bar was reset, and now his tail hit the ground and sent him sprawling once again. The other dinosaurs stared in disbelief. Could anyone actually limbo? A loud voice boomed over the crowd. Everyone turned to see a towering Brachiosaurus looking down at them. Without a word, Brachiosaurus walked up to the limbo bar and bent backwards. It cleared the bar by a mile. Then it turned around and ambled away without a backward glance. The crowd stared after it, speechless. Even the fallen dinosaurs seemed shocked. Was that all it took to win the limbo contest? Just walk up to the bar and bend backwards? Stegosaurus gathered its courage and approached the limbo bar. It took a deep breath and began to bend backwards. It moved slowly at first, then faster still. Its back plates scraped against the branches, but it kept going until finally it slipped under the bar and landed on the other side. The crowd roared its approval. Stegosaurus had done it. It took a bow and then hurried off to claim its prize. The other dinosaurs stared in disbelief. Had they been defeated by a herbivore? They all looked at the towering Brachiosaurus, who shrugged its massive shoulders. Clearly, if you're gonna limbo, you gotta go big. All the small dinosaurs groaned. Now they had to find something else to do while the big dinosaurs partied. As the sun set over Jurassic Park, the dinosaurs gathered together to watch the stars come out. The smaller dinos huddled close to each other, talking in hushed voices. They had put the Limbo contest behind them and were making new plans. They would build roller coasters. They decided roller coasters that even a Brachiosaurus couldn't ride. The end.